It's been a week since I put together my new Blackstone Griddle that I got for Christmas, and what a week it's been. I got sick, really sick for a few days. Also had some bad storms. That lasted a couple days, but finally out, getting ready to season the Blackstone. One thing you'll notice right away is that I did add a cover to this Blackstone. This is a pretty nice cover. I picked it up at Lowe's. It's got a nice feel to it, pretty heavy duty. I think it should really help me get through this winter. It's a little oversized. Maybe it fits a few models of 36-inch griddles, which it's fine, but as long as it keeps off the elements, I'm happy. There are snaps on each side that just pop off. Helps keep the cover in place. This way the wind doesn't blow it off. And this griddle came with the hardtop, so just another level of protection for the griddle surface. So with the hard cover removed, I'm ready to now start working on this griddle surface. First thing I want to do is clean it, and I've seen everything from people using soap and water to just wiping it. I think what I'm going to do is use some Traeger all-natural grill cleaner. This is safe for food surfaces and doesn't leave any taste or anything behind, so I like this option better than using, say, soap. And I think my container may be leaking. So I used some paper towels just to wipe that down. It did leave some paper towel residue, but that'll burn off once I get this thing lit. Problem is, I didn't put a propane tank on yet, so I'm gonna have to go out to the shed, get the propane, get that hooked up, then we can light this thing for the first time. Propane is on, smelling for leaks. I don't smell anything, so I think we're good. Alright, so what I want to do is go ahead and get these burners lit. So just turn them to the light position. Heard the first one fire. Now I can go ahead and just light the rest. Alright, so with all 4 burners lit, I'm just going to let this preheat. Burn off anything that may be on the griddle surface from shipping, whatever. And I'll come back in a few minutes. Get ready to start putting some stuff on here. While we wait, I will point out that the griddle is up against the house, say. I do have it pulled out. This way it's not just up against the siding, but I will keep an eye on the heat. If I notice anything getting hot on the side of the house, I'll make sure I pull this griddle away. Certainly don't want my siding melting, but I have a lot of things going on in this deck, and this seemed like a good spot. Just got to keep an eye on that siding. I'm a few minutes into this initial burn, and you can see the grill surface is starting to change a little bit. Just trying to burn off some of those manufacturing chemicals, whatever may have been on the surface. One thing that did happen was, if you remember the unboxing of this, there were stickers on the side trays, also a big sticker across the griddle surface, then one on the side here. They left behind a little bit of a sticky residue. Actually, in this one corner here, if it picks up, there's a little bit of a residue from the whatever they used to stick that little mat on there. On the side trays, I can use a little rubbing alcohol or something that'll take off that stickiness. On the griddle surface, though, just really hoping that that all burns off. Now, I did some research and I saw different ways of seasoning the griddles, but what I chose to do was go with the Blackstone Griddle Seasoning. Just figured it'd be the easiest thing to do. Put a glob of this on the surface, wipe it all through, let it burn off. It says to do it around 3 to 5 times. And from everything I've either seen or read, that sounds to be about right. Maybe I'll do 4 just to get a nice coat of seasoning on there, but I'm going to use this stuff. There's a little chart at the bottom, seasoning usage amount. I have the 36-inch griddle, so that's about 3 tablespoons. Spontaneous combustion, fire, may result from oil-soaked materials. A little before and after. You can see the before, and you can see how nice and dark the after is. And if anyone's wondering what's in this stuff, it's a proprietary blend of palm oil, shortening, beeswax, palm oil, canola oil, and soy oil. Alright, so it's been about 15 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and start putting some seasoning down. I'll use some accurate measurements to get 3 tablespoons. Nope, just going to go ahead and throw what I think is 3 tablespoons down onto the center here. And we're going to go ahead and spread this around. Alright, now we're going to let that burn off for a little bit. When I stop seeing the smoke, I'll go ahead and put on a second coat. Now I'm using paper towels. Maybe it may have been better to use an old kitchen rag, because I am getting little bits of paper towel left behind, which sucks. But I'll deal with that. Not really too concerned. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and put on the second coat. And in case you're wondering about the smell of this Blackstone seasoning, it really doesn't smell too much like anything. Maybe like wax, burning wax, but it's not a bad smell, it's not a good smell, it's just kind of like a smoky smell. Alright, so I just put on the last coat of seasoning. Gonna let that burn off for a little bit, but I think it's coming out pretty good. Overall, I'd say mission accomplished. It looks pretty good. For the first time doing this, having never done it before, I think it looks pretty good. Nice even surface. I can see where my cool zones possibly are, right here in the corners. But other than that, looks like everything's seasoned pretty well. So this has been burning for a little while now. I'm going to go ahead and shut everything down and let her cool off. I was hoping this little residue in the corner would burn off, but it didn't. I'm going to have to come out with the scraper maybe. Try to scrape that a little bit better. But besides that, everything else is in good shape. And since this was the first time, kind of with this new setup, with the Blackstone next to the house, periodically I would feel the siding, make sure nothing was getting too hot. I think I'm in great shape. Everyone's situation is different. This situation I think will work for me. But please be careful if you put your griddle or grill or anything hot next to your vinyl siding. So now that this griddle's ready to use, I guess I need to go to the store and pick up some bacon, some goodies, get ready to make some smash burgers, breakfast, whatever. But I just wanted to make sure I got a part 2 in here just to show you that it's not hard to season this griddle. Again, I've never done this before, and I did it. You could do it. So don't be intimidated. Don't be afraid to try stuff. Just try it. See what happens. What's the worst that's going to happen? You screw it up a little bit, then you learn how to fix it. Luckily for me, I don't think I screwed this up. But let me know your thoughts. How do you think I did? Do you think I did good? Did I screw up? Tell me, because I don't know. Alright, well, it's time for me to go hit the store. But appreciate you checking out the channel. 24 subscribers, living large these days. Thanks for all the support and for folks tuning in. And we'll catch you on the next one. See you soon.